Coming up on the Sports Desk, South's annual Dig Pink volleyball match had an extra meaning this year for one player in particular. Plus, I have football, volleyball, and cross-country highlights. Get ready for all of this and plenty more. Oy vey! A jam-packed show is coming at you right now. What is up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new week here on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Collin Kushner. Hit me up on Twitter all year long with pics and video. I'll give you some TV love right here on the show. Okay, so it's a glasses kind of week. You like them? It's my Revenge of the Nerds Part 7. Remember, it's French look. Or, since this is a sports show, it's my Bron look with lenses. Let's start over in prep volleyball. The South Spartans have been hashtag killing it. Plain and simple. Why, you might ask? Well, let me put this into perspective for you. Since league play began earlier this month, the Spartans are 3-0 and went to their janitor closet and brought out their brooms in all three of those matches. South's last league loss, that was to the North Saxons back in October of 2013. Yeah, I was rocking out to Florida Georgia Line's Cruise back then. Great song. South taking on West. West swept both matches with the Tatas last year. This one would be all West. First set, 24-17 Warriors. That goes. West takes set 1, 25-17. Set numero dos. No score, the kill for the Warriors. 1-0 West. A few plays later, block. West up 3-1. Very next play, the James Bond move, the kill. The Warriors on fire, up by 4 and take set 2, 25-14. Let's fast forward to the third set, 15-all. Set, kill. That's the story in this one. West takes the lead. A few plays later, West clinging to the 1-point lead over Torrance. Ali Grill off the West player. Point Tatas later in the third set. Match point for West. 24-22. Boom sauce. West takes the third set and the sweep over the Tartars. South sneaks past West again. That's now 3 straight dubs over the Warriors since West joined the Pioneer League last year. If you really want to hop into Doc Brown's DeLorean from the Back to the Future series, according to my calculations through Max Preps, West hasn't beaten South since 2009. The Lakers won the NBA title that year. Clearly, that shows how long it's been. Staying out west, the Warriors and Tatas getting together for the first time this year. Let's just say this isn't the kind of play date where my mom calls your mom to meet up at my gym. West looking to get back on track after losing to South. Torrance, well, they're looking for back-to-back regular season wins for the first time this year. The Spartans swept the Warriors in both of their matches last season. It's Dig Pink over at South. Let's pick it up in the first set. South up 5-3. Point for the Warriors. West down by 1. Later on in the first, 11-5 Spartans still up. Abby Palampa sets for Lauren Walsh with the kill. South up 12-5 and goes on to take set 1, 25-13. Second set, West up 3-2. That's just a point if my math is correct. Hannah Arkish and Bailey Oliver. Great Wall of China. That's a block. We're all tied at 3. Later in the second, 11-5 South. Carly Eastley. Yeah, I'll take the ace of spades. South up by 7. They take set 2, 25-17. To the third set we go, 24-23 West. Match point. Scoop shot goes. West takes the third set, but in the fourth, South up 24-15, match point. Gina Cortesi with the block. South takes the fourth set, 25-15, and the match, 3-1. 1, 2, 3, that's all she wrote. It's the opposite effect. West gets back in the win column with the sweep over the Tartars. Torrance still searching for their first win streak of the season. Meanwhile, up north, the Saxons have won their first 3 Pioneer League matches of 2015. Oh yeah, cue it up, ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Once again, you could thank the Jackson 5 for that. The way North and South duke it out on the court, you might as well be calling them the ASU U of A rivalry of prep volleyball here in Torrance. North taking on South, both squads 1-2 in the Pioneer League standings. South won both of their Pioneer League matches with North last year, and well, it's Dig Pink night in Saxonville. Let's pick it up in the second set, 15-all. Alana King, point Saxons. North up 16-15. Very next play, South storms right back. Michaela Clark sets for Gina Cortesi, point South. We're all tied at 16 apiece. Still in set numero dos, North and South exchanging blows. Match point for South, 24-21. Gina Cortesi, boom sauce. The Spartans take set number 2 to set 3. The Spartans up 6-4 over North. Tracy Fulci gets this to go. The Saxons down by a point. Later in the third, South still up 14-11 now. Bailey Oliver lays down the hammer time. 15-11 Spartans as South goes on to take set 3, 25-20 for the sweep over North. Bring out your brooms. That's another sweep for the Spartans and is now their third straight Pioneer League match dub over North, handing the Saxons their first league loss of the season. Let's take a quick look at the North vs. South rivalry over the years. According to records via Match Preps, since 2010, South and North have met up 11 times. South has won 8 of those matches, and North has won 3. One of those dubs for the Saxons was Redondo Classic tourney match. Wowza! Here on the Sports Desk, we get you scores, highlights, and just about everything. But something else we pride ourselves on is telling the amazing stories from all over town. South's annual Dig Pink volleyball match had extra meaning this year for one of their seniors. The South Varsity Girls Volleyball Squad is more than just a team on the court. More importantly, they are a family.
We have just an incredible group of girls that are just so supportive of each other. They're so nice, and just it's a huge bond. Again, it sucks that we have to bond over something like that, but it's great to see the girls come together and be so supportive of her.
Pink signs filled the South Gymnasium for their annual Dig Pink volleyball match, some in memory of lost loved ones, and others honoring those that are currently battling breast cancer. For South senior Bailey Oliver, South's Dig Pink game against West really hit home.
This year it means a lot more to me considering my mom just got diagnosed 2 weeks ago, and it just makes me more aware and more excited about the game.
Just a few weeks ago, Bailey Oliver's mother, Lori Oliver, received the devastating news. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. While the Olivers prepared to embark on a difficult journey, Bailey's second family was right there to help.
She's had some ups and downs. She's been hurt. She's come back. She's improved so much from last year. And it's just like every time she takes 2 steps forward, something comes up and she seems to get knocked back down, getting hurt or finding out about her mom. But she's done a good job of being able to focus in the gym and just work on getting better and being a great teammate.
She's just one of the greatest kids I've ever met. She has the greatest attitude towards life, and this isn't even knocking her down. So for her to get back and play on the court like she did tonight, and the practice that she found out, she played out of her mind. So it's just one of those characteristics that you wish that you had, and I can only love her for that.
The Spartan girls even put the initials LO on their jerseys, honoring teammate Bailey Oliver's mother, Lori. While this year's Dig Pink match has extra meaning for the Spartans, Bailey's good friend and fellow senior, Carly Easley, is just happy to be able to support and help raise awareness.
It's just so honoring because especially with Bailey, it's just been a tragic occurrence, and I've known Bailey all my life, so especially so many parents that have gone through the same thing, it's reassuring to know that we can do something, even just playing volleyball, to help raise awareness for it.
After every spike, after every block, win or lose, South volleyball is more than just a team. They are a family. A big boom sauce thank you to Bailey for speaking with us on camera. Myself and the rest of the Sports Desk fam are sending good vibes to your mother and the rest of your family during this difficult time. If you'd like to know more about the Side Out Foundation or to donate, check out side-out.org for more info. DJ Collins, All I Do Is Win, Win, Win No Matter What, has been my Bishop Montgomery theme song on the gridiron and most recently for the girls volleyball squad. The Knight girls have won their last 8 matches, including a South Bay Classic tournament banner. Yeah, Bishop has been straight up on fire. The black and gold taking on Delray League foe Bishop Amat. The Knights have been perfect in league competition since losing to St. Joseph almost 2 years ago. The Knights swept the Lancers in both of their matches last year. First set, it's going to be the Courtney Hall show. The Knights up 11-3. Tiffany Phillips sets. Courtney Hall finishes. The Knights up 12-3. Later in the first set, 21-11 Knights. Jessica Cito sets to Tiffany Phillips to Courtney Hall. That's going to be the name of the first set. Knights up big. A few plays later, match point for the Knights. Courtney Hall again. Bishop takes set 1, 25-11. Second set, 6-1 Knights. Madison Reynolds to London Williams. Point Bishop later in the second. Bishop up big now. Bishop Amat, no good. The Knights take set 2. To the third, Bishop up again. Courtney Hall, half smackdown. Bishop takes set 3 and the sweep over Bishop Amat. Bishop Montgomery makes it a quick 1-2-3 match with the Lancers. The Knights have now won 8 straight matches over Bishop Amat, with their last loss coming all the way back in 2011. The Detroit Tigers were actually good that year. I know, shocker, right? All right, everybody, when we come back, I'll get you the highlights from gridirons all over town and much, much more. Don't even think about getting off the couch.
Hi, I'm Carson Bix, and you're watching the Sports Desk with Collin Kushner. Boom sauce!
Thanks, Carson Biggs, for giving us a boom sauce shout out. Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. That's the Sports Desk TV for cool pics and video from your South Bay sports scene and a behind-the-scenes look at the show. In prep football news now, the Bishop Montgomery Knights are 5-1 through their first 6 games. The last time Bishop went 5-1 through their first 6? 2012. Bishop went on to win 2 of their final 3 regular season games, only to fall in the first round of the CIF playoffs. Bishop taking on St. Anthony. Sounds proper. If the Knights can get by the Saints, it will be eerily similar to that 2012 squad. Halloween is right around the corner. Ooh. The Knights lost to St. Anthony 58-24 in last year's tilt. First quarter, no score. Patrick Smith takes it. Whoop, whoop, Smith off, and he's going to get a nice block by Bernard Amofa. Knights up 7-0 second quarter. 7-6 Bishop. Patrick Smith again. Huge gain. Very next play, Brendan Marafino rolls right, looks, Christian Arevalo, touchdown. Bishop up 14-6. Bryce Matthews says, "Give me some love, Christian." Later in the second, the Knights still up. 1st and 10 from the 21 for St. Anthony. Saints quarterback Jack Graham gets picked by Dom Johnson. Johnson gets downed. He's pumped. Ensuing Knights drive. Brendan Marafino hits Bernard Amofa for the touchdown. The black and gold up 21-6 at recess and stave off a late Saints rally. Bishop 28, St. Anthony 26. So the Knights get some revenge against the Saints after last year's loss. Now, this is where it gets cray-cray. Bishop is now 6-1. They won their first 3 games, lost the 4th to El Segundo, and have now won 3 straight. That 2012 squad I was telling you about won their first 3, lost their 4th to the North, you guessed it, Saxons, but went on to win their next 3 as well. Meanwhile, the North Saxons have been on a totally different level, crushing the game. Over 200 minutes of shutout time. What? Remember, the Saxons haven't allowed any points since their second game of the year against the Peninsula Panthers. And to get even more in depth, it was the third quarter of that game. That's 17 quarters of allowing donuts for North. On the other hand, West has been on a different track. Remember, they had their first 3-game losing skid in 3 years. Now that monkey is off their back after that huge league win over Lusinger just the other week. Saxons, Warriors, it's date night over at Peterson. North hasn't beaten West since 2010. The Warriors looking for their 5th straight win over the Saxons. First quarter, no score. North's first possession, they fumble the football. Not a good start for the Saxons. Ensuing West drive, 4th and 2. Michael Timmerman punches it in. West up 7-0. That snaps the Saxons' shutout streak. North's next possession, 3rd and 16. Mike Juarez looks, nothing. He rips off a huge run. That's a first down. Mike using his legs. A few plays later, same drive, 3rd and 7. Juarez hits Jay Washington for the touchdown. North and West all nodded at 7. Remember, it's French. Second quarter, same score. West Denver Silver Lake nails the field goal. West up 10-7. Later in the second, still 10-7 Warriors. Jay Washington makes a sensational grab thanks to Mike Juarez tossing that up for him. That's going to be a sauciest play nominee. Still in the second, West keeping Mike Juarez in check. The big guy gets sacked. Warriors up 10-7 at recess, but the second half, North would storm right back. Third quarter, still 10-7. North knocking on the door. Juarez using his legs. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's a touchdown. Saxons up 14-10. And don't look back. 35-17 is your final. North finally beats West. As I said earlier, it's the first time in 5 years that's happened. Sure, the shutout streak went bye-bye for the Saxons, but no more donuts. But unlike the Michigan Wolverines, who also had their shutout streak snapped by Moo Yu, sore subject for me, North actually comes out with the dub. The most ironic part of all, Saxons all-purpose stud Mike Juarez, who recently decommitted from USC, gets the dub over former USC head coach and a man that recruited him, Steve Sarkisian's alma mater, the West Warriors. Speaking of Mike decommitting from the University of Southern California, the senior took to Twitter recently in the wake of Steve Sarkisian's firing, saying, "At this time, my family and I feel that it is my best interest to decommit from USC and open up my recruitment process. I'd like to thank the coaching staff for everything they've done and hope for the best for them." Mike verbally committed to USC back in January. No worries though, dude still has 17 total offers, 8 of those Pac-12 schools, according to 247sports.com. Staying over at North in some sad news, former North High athletic director Steve Schmidtz passed away recently. Before North's away contest at West, a moment of silence was held in his memory. Saxon football head coach Todd Croce talked with us about how much it meant getting the dub over West after losing a member of the Saxon family.
Steve Schmidtz is connected with North High forever. He's North High history, and we're heavy hearts and we're really saddened by what happened today and the tragic passing of him, and just inspired us to bond together and to come together on the field. Nothing we could do but give him that victory, and that's what our alumni all wanted, and that's what we came out here and accomplished.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the Schmidtz family and North High during this difficult time. Meanwhile, down south, the Spartans looking to continue their unblemished record in Pioneer League play against Centennial. The Green Squad hasn't lost the Apache since 2012. Yeah, South's winning ways over Centennial continue. That's 2 straight victories, both huge Pioneer League games. South has already reached last season's win total with 3 games still remaining. The last time South won more than 6 games in a season dates all the way back to 2010. The Spartans won 9 of their 10 regular season games and took a trip to the CIF championship game where they lost to Lompoc. Meanwhile, over in Tadaland, Torrance's 2015 struggles continue. Lusinger puts up 60 points to come out with the Pioneer League win. In 5 of their 7, it's French losses, Torrance has given up at least 40 points. Torrance still searching for their first win of the season. Staying over in Tada Nation, grab your racket for some prep tennis. Torrance defeats Lusinger. West cruises past North, improving to 5-1 in league play. South takes down Redondo, and Bishop Montgomery defeats Ramona Convent. The black and gold remain perfect in league play action. Tie up your Asics or whatever running shoes you wear, and let's talk some prep cross country. Anyone down to run 3-ish miles? Thought so. I don't want to run either. Pioneer League meet numero dos over at West High. Let's start out with the girls. South's Grace Katina finishes up in first place for the green squad. On the boys' side, Carson Bix crosses the finish line with a time of 15:36, followed up by fellow Warriors Caleb Terrell, Yusuf Badur, Ike Tamanaha, and Eddie Fung in fifth. I had a chance to speak with Coach Truden and the man of the early afternoon, Mr. Carson Bix.
We're shooting for a CIF title, and we're hoping to be on the podium at the state meet. And it's all going to come down to our number 5, 6, and 7 guys. If I get a good 5, 6, and 7, I think we have a really good chance.
I really haven't had the chance to break 15 yet, and that was a really big goal coming into the season at Woodbridge. We didn't really get the race we wanted, and I wasn't able to do it. But hopefully I can do it later in the season. Hopefully Mount Sac would be a good race for me. We're running sweepstakes. Let's see if I can do it there.
The South girls grab first place overall as a team, Torrance in second, West in third, and North in fourth. Grace Katina finishes in first place once again. On the boys' side, 5 Warriors in a row cross the finish line before anyone else. The Warrior boys take first place, followed by South, Torrance, and North. The West boys take first place in their second Pioneer League meet of the year, and the Spartan girls do the exact same. Staying in the world of cross country, Del Rey League meet numero dos at Arcadia Park went down for the boys. Bishop Montgomery Jr. David Aguilar is the first knight to cross the finish line. But as a team, the boys finish in last place. Over to the girls, sophomore Olivia Pope finishes in 8th place, leading the charge for the Knight girls, who finish up in 4th place out of 5 as a team. All right, everybody, it's time for a quick boom sauce break. When we come back, it's JUCO time. Elko women's volleyball looking to snag their 3rd conference match against the LBCC Vikes, plus the Twitter feed. Stay right where you are.
You're watching the Sports Desk with Collin Kushner and Boom Sauce.
Thanks to Bailey Oliver for giving us a boom sauce shout out. You're awesome. Welcome back, everybody. You know the drill. Hit me up on Twitter with pics and video. I'll give you some TV love right here on the show. To the volleyball court we go. The Lady Warriors have won their last 3 matches. 2 of those happen to be those so important conference dates. Elko has won their last 8 matches versus the Vikes since 2011. Breaking Bad was one of the top shows out. Quick side note, it is a great show. Hit me up on Twitter with your thoughts. Okay, back to volleyball. The Lady Warriors getting their groove on for the camera. They could teach me a thing or two on the dance floor. Elko swept all 3 matches against the Vikes last season. First set, 3-0 Warriors. Nina Wire sets. Taylor Bryden kills it. Point Elko. Later in the first, Elko up 7-2. Nia Masui block. Elko up 8-2. Still in the first, 9-3 Warriors. Nikisha Williams kill. She would finish the evening with 13 of those. Elko up 10-3. 23-15 Lady Warriors. We're still in the first set here. Kazia Boyer, nice shot. 2 plays later, Boyer hits this off Alexis Todd. That's going to go for a point. Elko takes set 1, 25-16, and the next 2 to sweep the Vikes. 1, 2, 3, no ticket for me. I learned that in driver's ed. Make that 11 straight over the Vikes. 8 of those matches have been sweeps. On to the next one. Thanks, Jay-Z. Elko takes down Mount San Antonio College 3-1. Kazia Boyer and Nikisha Williams crush 36 kills together. And Brooke Russell adds 18 digs in the dub as Elko remains perfect in conference play. So, my parents always said, Collin, why couldn't you just play soccer? All you need is shin guards, cleats, a ball, and a nearby park. That was them clearly telling me that they wished I wasn't an ice hockey goalie. I think you get the point. Plus, I can't blame him. To the pitch we go. Elko men's soccer has tied their last 2 matches in a row. The Warriors haven't beaten the Falcons in 3 years. In this one, Cerritos finds Twine first, but Elko scores 4 unanswered, downing the Falcons 4-2. That's Elko's first win in well over a month, and their first win over the Falcons since 2012. Staying on the pitch, just a different gender, and a totally different result. The Lady Warriors fall to the Falcons 4-1. Cerritos scores 4 straight before Elko gets on the board thanks to Miranda Ramirez in the 89th minute. Elko still searching for their first win since October the 2nd. Get jacked. It's time for the Twitter feed. If you hit me up with pics and video, or if you just want to say what up, I'll hit you back and give you some TV love right here on the show. I'd like to give a special shout out to the Blue Crew at North High. I had a blast hanging with y'all at the football game. I hope you had fun too. A big thanks to everyone who hit me up this week. At NT Blue Crew says, "We made it, guys. Stay hyped. Hashtag Blue House and hashtag Boom Sauce." I actually learned something new, the word hyped, thanks to Raina and the rest of the NT Blue Crew for that. At Elgin Rubicat says, "Broke the curse 35-17, hashtag Boom Sauce." And a big thanks to at Who Is Wood as always for sending in some pics, warming up for Friday Night Lights, hashtag Night Pride. And at Who Is Wood again, block time, hashtag Night Pride. Thanks to everyone for hitting me up. You all are awesome. All right, everybody, that's going to close the books on another week here on the Sports Desk. As always, we are available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you just feel like saying yo, you can do that as well. Don't forget to tune in to Friday Night Lights on the Sports Desk every Friday night on YouTube for highlights, post-game, and myself hanging in the student section. Take it easy, Torrance. We'll catch you next time.